Hey guys, welcome back. So my baby is here. He's been sharking his way around, and so I just thought we'd start out with him. This is a today's topic video. It is for the 13th of April, and full disclosure, I actually already did one, and it was a really heavy one. I don't know. I may release it. I may not. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit. You taking off? You go ahead, big dog. But let's go ahead and I feel compelled to do this one more time. So we shall see. We'll just see where this one takes us, shall we? Hi, Jessica. Congratulations, Jessica. That's wonderful. Oops, sorry. My dog is really happy for you too. That is so awesome. I was thinking of you today. Oh, that's so cool. And happy birthday, sweetheart. Hey, hallelujah. Sun Truth. Trina Emma. Okay. All right, Trina. I will release that one. I'll release it like as an alternate. But it's a pretty heavy one. But yeah. Oh, happy heart. I'm delighted you're here. Hey, April. Good to see you. Curly Lifestyles. Peace and love. Dana. You guys are awesome. Thanks for being here tonight. Okay, there we go. I was going to say we really have not had any cards jump out yet. I can't believe it. It's given me a chance to say hi. So we start out with the Knight of Swords and then the Queen of Discs, which is like the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I always say this with this particular card. You notice how our Queen of Pentacles shows a couple different things. She shows passage of time. And she also shows that she has known some serious grief in her lifetime, but those teardrops have turned into diamonds. So there's been great pressure exerted, right? Because we don't get diamonds unless we get, some lumps of coal under intense conditions and intense pressure. So I'm going to say that if her tears have turned into diamonds, it means A, she's a little sharper, a little harder than she used to be, because she's gone through some difficult things, but she's also found the worth and the value in those experiences. And literally, like, this could be an example of somebody who went through something really difficult and they actually turned their pain into something amazing. Like, this is a person who becomes a billionaire or something because of a breakup. This is a person who gets that revenge body and they're fitter than they've ever been in their life, and they become a professional athlete, and it's thanks to the fact that they got bullied. It's the person who was made under difficult circumstances. It changes them permanently, changes the way they see things. But their growth is incredible, but they grew kind of into themselves. So that's a big message on that one. It doesn't mean that it has to be a feminine or that it has to be an earth sign, but that is the way it begins. It's somebody who's very grounded and they maybe have made themselves very wealthy. But what we have coming in is someone who's coming in quite brave, someone who's coming in with a very direct purpose, a direct message. It could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, doesn't have to be, but basically, no matter what, they're coming in because their intuition or their ancestors have told them, you must. This is not necessarily saying that they're going to have success or that this is something that the Queen of Discs wants. It's that the Knight of Swords, they are being told by their intuition or their guides that you must go toward the Queen of Discs. So let's find out why. Tell me first, who is the Knight of Swords? Who is this that's racing right toward this person? Queen of Swords sideways. They are somebody who once upon a time was not who they are today. On one hand, they've been knocked down a peg or two. On the other hand, there's still, like, elements of who they used to be. This person could have been quite jealous in the past. You notice the green eye here. Also, though, they were very intuitive in the past. Maybe they didn't listen to their intuition very well. Maybe that's why their intuition had to ante up, announce this gigantic owl that they're flying in on, because the raven messages didn't work. This could be somebody who, instead of a Queen of Swords, should be somebody who's pretty logical, has good boundaries up, but is very kind, but really knows what they really believe. This is somebody who would have been kind of confused. And if we keep getting air energy here. So this is somebody who's got a lot to say, because air energy is thoughts and communication. Ace of Cups. Okay, so I think that this person is racing forward to lay lay all your love on me. It doesn't matter if they make a fool of themselves. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters other than they get this off their chest. This person feels like they have to come in and they have to say this. It's like they can't sleep at night. They can't eat. They can't do anything but listen to this pounding in their soul that says, "Go tell them. Go tell this Queen of Discs. Give them your entire cup of love." Okay, why? Why are they so compelled to do this right now? Star sideways, the sun upright. Two major arcana for the why of this. JPV, thank you, sweetheart. You are so kind. Thank you for that beautiful donation. You're such an angel. Thank you, everybody who's here tonight, by the way. This two major arcana smack dab in the middle as to why. It's like, because it's true. If this person is crazy in love with this Queen of Discs, and by the way, this could be somebody who wants to, I mean, this could be a friend, a sister, this does not have to be romantic love. This could be somebody who feels compelled to come in and tell this Queen of Discs how they really feel about him, which is, I love you. It could be, I love you, man. You know, it could be like, it doesn't have to be romance. But right now, it's kind of looking like it is. It's looking like the thing that is driving them is because this is the truth. The sun is clarity. It's also, it can be happiness, yes, but it can also be direction, direct action, and full clarity. And the only thing that they know is, this is the truth. This is what I am compelled to go and say. Star card sideways is not about, do I get my wish fulfillment? It's not about, does the queen want me too? It's like every fiber of their being says, it doesn't matter. I'm told that I have to go forward and I have to say the truth. I have to take direct action. It's not even that it's any guarantee that this would heal something. It's just for their own well-being, they have to say this. How is it that they really do feel about this Queen of Discs? I mean, obviously they want to come in and love on the Queen of Discs, but I'm still trying to figure out. We have the Fool in the reverse. We have the Ten of Swords upright. Being able to come forward and say this to the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Discs, is somehow like, if this person has had a major change in their life, or they're about to, this would set that tone for the new version of them. And I should have mentioned this before, but it's visible. You notice how this person is holding the serpent in their hand. They've gone through a major transformation. Maybe this person has, like, you've noticed that they have angel wings as well. Maybe they become very enlightened and they're saying, if I'm really a new version of myself who listens to my guides, who is really transformed, who has really become enlightened, then one of the maybe the finest things, the finest human emotion there is love. Or at least I would argue that. And if this character is saying, I have to tell the Queen of Pentacles that I love her or him, because by doing that, I'll actually show the fact that I really am different, that I have put an end to maybe the old way that I used to be. And obviously, this Ten of Swords, this is something we want to put an end to, right? Because this is a pretty dark imagery on this. We've even got the scythe here. It's like, this needs to end. This needs to be cut away. This dark energy that they carried for at one point in time, which could have been fear. It could have been, like they wouldn't show love to someone. They hoarded emotions from people that they cared about. When I say dark energy, that's all I'm talking about. I don't believe in witchcraft or any of that garbage. I think it's all rubbish. But if I say dark energy, I'm just talking about like someone who can't love, someone who only looks at, like, I want to hoard emotions. I want you to love me, but I won't love you back. Like, that to me is not a very light and bright vibe. But at the same time, it's like, they don't even care if they look foolish, and love doesn't care about that. Love is going to go ahead and make a fool of themselves sometimes. They don't care anymore. that's a big old breakthrough for them. To say that they really want to show that they are different and that they would go the extra mile to show a Queen of Discs how they feel. Let's talk about the Queen of Discs. Half of me wants to stay with that deck, and the other half says no, you cannot. Let's get one from this deck, and then we'll move on to this one. Okay, tell me about the Queen of Discs. In particular, I want to know about the diamond tears there. So we've got a 9 of Cups, so she really has turned those tears into a really good turn of events for her life. Those diamond tears, she's actually really happy right now. I know she doesn't look very happy right here. She looks kind of almost resigned to the fact that, yeah, life kind of sucks, but I make money. But that's not actually what this is. Not when we actually are coupling it with a 9 of Cups. She's had some real nice turnarounds in her life, even despite whatever sorrow she's been through. Her life is probably better than it's ever been. She's got a lot of wishes that are starting to come true for her. She doesn't have a 10 of Cups, but she does have a 9 of Cups, which is really awesome. I said one with that deck, didn't I? And now I shuffled it again. We got 2 more. That's okay. With the 9 of Wands, she's still a bit of a warrior here too. And I'm sorry, I actually have to look at this in the upright. We've got a 6 of Pentacles, but that one was in the reverse. She's coming across as single, as someone who hasn't yet chosen to either like give or invest in somebody else. She still could even be holding back, saying, I only trust me. My life's going really good right now. I made my money. She is, I'm going to say, a little fierce, a little bit of a fighter, and she may keep some like memories bound up that she doesn't really want to deal with. And she definitely is not real open to giving to anybody at the moment. That's not good or bad. I think it's a self-preservation tactic, maybe. Okay, let's go ahead and use the other deck now. Tell me more about this. So, Lovers and the 10 of Swords. So, in her mind, I think she wants a different kind of a lover. I think if anything, if she thinks of that person, she says it's over because they chose somebody other than me. They must have gone back to somebody else. We got birds here that are migratory. And she in turn is saying, and it's over because I want a different lover. I would choose somebody other than them. That may be kind of her mantra. But hold on, let's double check. How does she really feel about that character that we've seen over and over with the swords energy? Page of Coins, 7 of Wands. If I ever talked to them again, it would just be an argument. That's how she feels. They were tedious. They were nothing but drama. It was a constant battle with little to no results. It was something that maybe never hardly even got off the ground. So hold on, because if that's how she's feeling about them, why are they showing up in her energy flow at all? Why are they like, I'm rushing in? Hermit in the reverse. Time has passed. Things have been learned. This is Virgo. For some reason it's the time to communicate now. Why is it the time to communicate now? I don't think I understand when she clearly doesn't want to. 9 of Pentacles. Well, everybody feels much more abundant and balanced at the moment. So, when characters are feeling better about themselves, that is probably a better time to be able to communicate. Hold on. We got the 7 of Cups sideways. A lot of things were confused. There was more to this whole story than was ever known, especially the things that were confusing. There's more layers to it. There's like, you're confused about how confusing it was. I still just don't know, why do we have to rehash this? We can see that they feel really compelled to come racing forward to say, I love you. Who are they really? Are they coming in as a Queen of Swords? 9 of Swords. They are somebody who, at least what we'll say is, They have been very troubled by this for a very, very long time. They hover around outside. If that's we'll just say the Queen of Pentacles, but they have hovered around outside the Queen of Pentacles, like energy field for a very long time. They've been extremely stressed out. Again, more air energy. This person just got up in their heads and stayed there. Stayed there, stayed there. What is their major concern about all of this? Three of Pentacles. Will the Queen of Pentacles ever work with me again? Well, I can see why they would be worried about that, because it looks like I mean, I'm not going to say that they're the cause of what happened. Tell me about what, I don't even want to say it this way, but what the heck did they do in regards to that Queen of Discs, that Queen of Pentacles? And we got the Ace of Swords. They might have cut things off really quickly. They might have severed a connection, severed a tie really swiftly. How'd she feel about that? The Tower, the King of Coins. Like, oh wow, I thought that they were my person. I thought that they were my perfect match, and all that crumbled down to nothing. Wow. Okay, so that's why they're concerned. Will she want to even work with me again? I still don't get, why are they suddenly so sure that they're so madly in love? I'm not sure I get that. Seven of Swords in the reverse, because they're finally not lying to themselves. Maybe they always loved her, but they and this particular Seven of Swords is one where you notice that this person like lies and hides and stuff like this. They're done hiding. So whatever was going on with this person, man, they hid and they lied a lot, and they're not doing that anymore. But I'm so tired of that kind of a story. I want to know, why do they get to come back in now when she's in a pretty different energy over here? She's made her life really fantastic. So I'm going to ask it that way. Why do they get to now, come racing in like that? The Tower. Because something is meant to happen here that will cause some big old upheaval. Something needs to be like brought down. And I love the Tower myself, Aries energy. I love it because the Tower is, to me, it always is a restrictive energy, and I don't like restriction. So I like a Tower because it does make stuff fall apart and it frees things. And I'm a fan of freedom. So I think that's why I'm always digging on it. But it doesn't mean that it's easy. When we have the Tower is where things get imprisoned, right? And so thoughts and energy get stuck there, and we want to free up that energy so it can flow better for everything, so that growth can continue. That's what it represents to me, the freedom to grow. So something needs to, like, this energy has to be cracked open, so that, and this may not even be so that our Queen of Pentacles will give to them again, but it could be so that the Queen of Pentacles will give to someone again. She might have gotten to the point where she herself got so I'm going to say, not that this is a bad thing to have built your own life into something fantastic, but remember we saw the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and we saw that Nine of Wands. And I said, it's like she's living a good life, but she is kind of stuck, and maybe she's keeping certain memories at bay also. And then she is also not willing to give to anybody right now. Why? Because she really had to work hard to turn her life around, and now we saw why, because she thought she had a King and a Queen of Pentacles relationship, and then it just got demolished when this person kind of like, I'm going to say they shook her faith in people. It's not even about that they shook her faith in them. It was bigger than that. It shook her faith in people, and maybe in love. Maybe that's the other reason we saw that Lover's card with the Ten of Swords. Maybe somewhere deep down, she decided love isn't real. I mean, it could have been that big of a thing. And at this point, them coming in to remember how I said, why is this happening? Why do they feel like they should come in now? And we have the sun card upright, but we actually had that star that came out sideways. And I said, well, it's not even that it's because this definitely is going to be a wish fulfillment that can be fulfilled, or that this is definitely even going to be healed between them, but they know that they must take this action. It's almost like if them coming in to express all of this, even if she does not accept them back in, it may allow some of those walls that she's built up to crumble down, to find out, oh, this person does love me. Even if she doesn't want to take a risk on them, she may finally be able to like have some kind of emotion restored where she no longer thinks love is a lie. Because that's oh, that song by Nazareth, also Roy Orbison sang it I think first, but I love Roy, but I love the version by Nazareth even more. Love Hurts, that's, I think it's what it's called. That's in my head right now because it's something about I know it isn't true. Love is just a lie meant to make you blue. Those those words are kind of what's in my head. Yeah, this is about her being able to open up again to the idea of love. Them coming in to tell her and to even make a fool of themselves and to even like explain all of this and to tell her that they love her is so that she is no longer blocked. Her walls need to drop down so she can give to someone. Now, I'm going to say it's so that she can maybe open up to a new love with this Knight of Cups. I don't know that I think it's to open up to them. It's so she'll finally, you notice how we have the key on the chain around their neck and this box that was all of her good, all of her yum that has been hidden. It's like she hasn't opened up to anybody in a long time. The Four of Coins is about holding on and holding back. She's been doing a heck of a lot of that, and so I don't think any new love that would be right for her was allowed in. She was too focused on, "Nope, not gonna do it. I turned my tears into diamonds. My life is good. I'm abundant. I'm single. I give to no one." And yet, I think that was like, if their actions caused that reaction in her, I think that might be why that innermost part of them keeps saying, you need to go to her and you need to tell her how you feel about her. You need to let her know that you actually did love her. You do love her. Whatever reasons you ran for, you need to go the mile, go the full distance, make a fool of yourself. You have, it's your duty to restore the wound that you caused her. I almost think that it's like their guides are telling them, you best fix the wound that you dealt somebody because you made a good person turn cold and they're now kind of like behaving in a certain way. Now, let me back up for a second and say this. These are fictional stories. I personally disagree with the statement I just made in that because I don't think for a moment that one person has the should ever be given so much power over another that's like, "Oh, because of what you did to me, now never gonna love again." No, I would actually personally argue that it is her duty to see that situation with them for what it was, which is, hey, if somebody can't love me with all the goods that I got, they're the only ones missing out. I think that is her journey personally to like really become the best version of herself. And I only want to say that because I don't like a storyline where it's like we give one person so much power over like her life is going to be devastating. She could never love again or believe in love all because one dude hurt her feelings. I just don't buy that. That's too one dimensional for my taste. So there, I said it. But on the other hand, the fact that a character whose actions hurt another person when they actually love that person, I think it would just probably be good for their own soul and their own karma to do whatever it takes to fix that, to correct that, to say the truth, because the truth is they did love her and that should be spoken. That's it's, truth is good for the soul. So I'm sorry, I had to weigh in on that a little bit because I don't really want to project storylines that without saying, "Oh, I don't buy that myself." Um, 10 of Wands, there can be a lot of this burden dropped. Speaking truth is really, it's a wonderful way to unburden. It's a wonderful way to let a whole bunch of things heal. It's a wonderful way to allow, like just unnecessary strife and negative energy to finally just like be shed. And isn't that always the goal, to move through this world with not accruing injuries and say, "Ooh, this one's going to hurt me forever. I'll never let go of this one." Like that would be really foolish. That would be like, I'm going to go around and I'm going to find the heaviest rocks I can and I'm going to put them in my backpack and I'm going to carry them. Like why would we do that? No, let's not. Let's always work toward letting go of things. The Eight of Swords here, this is like, it's stuck energy, but it's stuck in this vibe of fear, of vulnerability. That's the big thing that's going to be dropped. And I'm going to say that's probably more on their side, because they were the ones who once upon a time were hiding out from their own emotions and trying to pretend they didn't feel things that they did. So that fear of vulnerability is one of the big things that they'll be able to drop. What will she be able to drop if these two have this conversation? If they come in to profess all this love. 10 of Swords, 5 of Coins. She'll be able to drop that idea that somehow she was left out in the cold because it didn't matter, and that, everything was just, it's just over. And this is her lot in life, is that she'll always be like, kind of like just the person that's the leftover scraps. She's not, she never was. That was all a myth. And that was a huge burden that she told herself and reinforced, all because of the way someone had treated her. And it would be very hard not to, at least I would say it would be hard not to carry around that kind of wound or baggage, if that, because the way people treat us, it gets up in our heads, right? Even though that's the very thing that we're most supposed to maybe shake off in this lifetime, is thinking that other people get to define our value, or at least I would argue that. But still, this whole conversation could go a long way to lessening all kinds of wounds and burdens. What might be the outcome for these two? Like I said, I don't know if their desire to come forward and say that they love her is so that these two can live happily ever after. We can just see a really great net value of them coming forward, because it would be good for both of them to let down a ton of burdens. So I would say that's positive any way you slice it. But what might be the outcome for the two of them? We have got a 9 of Wands, an Ace of Wands. Okay, hold on. I'm still not sure how to look at that. Because, that can be, wow, they want to fight for this now, and there could be new passion, or this could just be, wow, we got beyond a lot of, got beyond the heartbreak, but there is still fear here. So there's either, heartbreak is, I'm going to say, is probably replaced by that invigorating energy of that Ace of Wands. The fear of fighting for something, because this is that wounded warrior energy where it's like, I'm tired though. She may still be very edgy. And I'm going to say that because we see a feminine here. We have this feminine on the strength card, the Leo energy. She may be saying, wow, that's amazing. That's it. It does. It feels a lot better. It feels like, so we do still have some passion for each other, but the bottom line is I'm still afraid to think that we're going to patch this up. There could be, what does she really want with them? The Moon, the 6 of Wands, and the Star. To me, I would say she really wants to feel like better about this whole situation, but she's almost afraid and not even sure if she really thinks that this is her wish fulfillment, or that this is going to be healed. Maybe she wants us to be healed, but more than anything, it's just like, it's I feel like it's a relief for this person to come in and actually like really express how they feel about her. But that Moon there, to me, that speaks of things that are still under the surface that she's not 100% sure about. There's deeper emotions there. And maybe it's just like, wow, I feel healed now. I'm not sure that means I can think of them as a wish fulfillment. Maybe maybe, but I don't know. This leaves me questioning on her side. What is it that they really want with her? Three of Cups. Yeah, to be back in her life, to have a do-over, to have a reunion, to start again, like we're going to be able to be together. And final message on this. Final big message on this. This is kind of to step back and see the whole picture, hopefully. The Emperor. So the most important message of all is to take ownership in life. And I would say that this is a fair message for both characters, right? Because I've already kind of played devil's advocate and tried to be really fair. I always try to be as fair as I can be and try to find the best way to look at the storyline for each character and really kind of dive into all the good and the bad meanings behind everything. For her to take full responsibility, which she did, right? She turned her tears into diamonds. But when it came to the emotional stuff, she kind of grew into herself, but wasn't willing to give externally anymore. An emperor doesn't do that. An emperor is someone who goes, yeah, life sucks sometimes. You learn a ton from the sucky situations too, and it makes you more compassionate and it makes you have a greater, broader world vision. And then you plan for your empire and your kingdom, and you don't ever think that one person has the power to take down your empire. Hell no. I'm a freaking emperor. Are you kidding me? I've got more value and more land and more ideas and far-reaching thoughts and visions for my life. So her taking even one step further might also be the big message here, because probably if she did start to like really retract, this says if she had taken a little bit more control of the situation, um she would not have been quite as impacted with any of the hurt that she felt. And that is not a judgment like, oh, the victim shouldn't be sad. I don't mean it like that. This is the encouragement. This is the message of encouragement. When something crappy happens, what might be the most helpful thing to do, to really own every part of one's own life and one's own choices. That's I guess the best way to say, including how we rebound. She did amazing, but then there was this one other side of it, the emotional side of it, that she could have owned that even a little bit more and known how much more powerful she was, is what this is gently encouraging. Now on their side, same thing. Why did they run? Why did they not own their own emotions? We didn't really see why. We only know that that's what they did. Had they owned the way they felt, had they chosen to like really step up and be that person that made honest choices for themselves about how they felt and about what they wanted, instead of holding back or running. I'm looking to see, did I miss something there? I never saw any card that explained really why they held back. Maybe they were just too scared to be vulnerable. That's the closest thing we got to an explanation there, was that Eight of Swords. And then that Fool card, the fact that now they're willing to make a fool of themselves. I don't know if this person really did not want to like put their heart in someone else's hands, but being able to do that would be strong. An emperor doesn't say, oh my God, I really want that, so I'm going to pretend that I don't, because then if I didn't get it, that would be shameful or that would be sad. An emperor goes, yeah, I really want that. I'm going to do my best to go get it. I'm going to, I want that person to love me. I want to make them fall in love with me. I want to pursue that person. I love them. Instead of saying, oh my gosh, I love them, I'm so scared of them. So again, it's just kind of like, what if we could get beyond the fears and stuff and only go after life based off of what we, our highest, the thing that I desire most. Instead of being afraid of it, we went after it. Instead of feeling disempowered, we said, well, lots of things don't go my way, but I will say I still have control over how I bounce back. That's maybe a lot to ask of any character when they're going through fear, they're going through hurt and pain. But I just think this is the big message of the whole entire reading is, what if we lived life like that? In some cases, wouldn't that make life easier? And maybe that's just like a habit to practice until it becomes second nature, to always go after what we really want instead of run away from it. I don't know. I think that's a great message, because I think that's a message I could use. Like that's still is my own insecurities and fears. I'm always surprised how much pops up and I go, wow, Really? You want that, but you're shy of that. Huh. Maybe you should think about that, Kate. So I can totally identify with that message. Um, oh, Oh, the frailty of my heart. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave that one there. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. As always, I am delighted that you guys pop by. If you're new here, welcome. I am a fictional storyteller. I'm not a psychic. I wish I had that gift. I don't. I have the gift of storytelling. I always hope there's something fun that comes out of these, something thought-provoking. If you do enjoy the channel and want me to still do it, please give it a thumbs up. Please do subscribe. Lets me know you like the channel and it helps my channel continue to grow, and that's super important to me as a free content creator. So thank you guys. Anyway, my pleasure. Thank you for being here. Tyler, John Schultz, how are you? Transparent Lotus, everybody's here tonight. My pleasure. Light. Thank you for thank you for rolling with me on this one. You're awesome. Kate Lewis, hi. How are you, honey? JPB, thank you again, sweetheart. You're so kind. And thank you, Jessica. And congratulations again, Jess. I'm so happy for you. That is wonderful. Everybody out there, Jessica got the job. So happy for you. Hey, Matt. Thanks for being here. Elsie, hey. Fox Spirit. Oh, those camels are adorable. I've never seen camel emojis before. I love that. Hey, Chrissy. Good to see you guys. Queen Libra the Empress. Hello. Dural Weird? Dural Weird? That's a cute name. Oh. Patricia, Leah Love. Hey. Thank you for the roses. That's beautiful. Hey, Raywin, how are you? Heidi, hi. Oh yeah, you probably came in early, huh, Heidi? When Aries was popped up, he came busting in. He needed some hugs tonight. So, Rodolfo, how are you? Good to see you. I haven't said hi in ages. Trina, that MF. That's your alias name. That's awesome. Oh, that's funny. Hi, Dana. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will see you guys again. And oh, my pleasure, Stacy. I'm so sorry, Stacy. I know lots of times the notification bells don't pop up. And I still don't really have an answer as to why. I've never figured that out. I've heard different things. Like if you're having trouble getting the bells to ring and you're subscribed and you have all notifications turned on, sometimes unsubscribing and resubscribing fixes that. I've heard that. I don't know if that's really legit or not. But yeah, and making sure that the settings are set to all on the notification bell icon. I don't know if that'll really help, but that's what I have heard. So here's hoping. Hey, Brian, good to see you out there. It's been ages. Tiffany, hey girl, how you doing? I love your energy. Thank you for being here. I haven't said hi to you in ages either. Anyway, you guys, thank you. I'm so honored you guys popped by, especially it's like I've known so many of you for so long and it's always so exciting. Anita in Holland, very nice. Anne Marie, thank you for being here. All right, everybody, have a beautiful evening, and I will see you guys a little bit later on. You guys are so cute. Brian, it has been a while, huh? Gosh, I think I've known you since the start of my channel, Brian. Thank you for popping by tonight. That totally like jazzed my night. Bye.